Hey everybody, John the Other here, obviously. And if you have something interesting to say, if you have an opinion of your own, or if you know something other people are unaware of, you had better not say it. You'd better sit down and shut your mouth. If you are a journalist, and you've uncovered new information or a novel angle on a matter of public interest, you should probably just get a job in the oil fields, because factual reporting will be the end of your writing career. In fact, whether you are an opinion blogger or an investigative reporter, there is only one story you are allowed to tell. That's the truth that is agreed on by the political conformist mainstream. And if you do not obey, or if you deviate from the accepted and approved narrative, you'll be fired from your job and hounded out of public life. Now, when I was writing this, the first version said hounded out of civilized life, but that would have been contradictory. And I don't think I'm being hyperbolic to say this, but the outcasts, the banished, the despised, you understand, they are the ones fighting for something like civilization. The alternative, which is guilt without trial, punishment in spite of innocence, there is no pretending anymore that the ethic of no redemption ever for even the slightest misstep is an ethic of anything except brutality. And by the way, how do you suppose we're going to keep having a civilized society worthy of being called that if we have dispensed with the ethic of redemption in our public sphere? A recent notable example of this is the now former editor of New York Review of Books, Ian Buruma. He has just been fired from his post as editor for the very serious crime of publishing an article written by a man who was accused of and then acquitted of scandalous crimes. The author of the article Buruma had the audacity to publish wasn't found not guilty on some technicality. He was clearly shown during his trial to be the target of an organized fraud perpetrated by his accusers, coordinated by a scandalmonger, and backed up by a journalist who supplied libel insurance. And how dare Ian Buruma let somebody once punished for being not guilty publish in an esteemed journal like the New York Review of Books? According to the CBC, who being funded by your taxes have the resources to investigate, it's apparently unclear whether Buruma's departure is related to the piece. And for the slow kids in class, the definition of the word acquit is to free someone from a criminal charge by a verdict of not guilty. A finding of not guilty and 4 years of exile is apparently not enough. And of course, in an era of vanishing journalism careers and a growing rage by the public against the media lying to them, there is the unseemly spectacle of the blue checkmarked verified journalists of Twitter, all cheering now for the firing of a former New York Books editor, Ian Buruma. Good riddance to him for allowing a single non-approved voice to ever be heard even once. I'll repeat something said by Canadian journalist Christy Blatchford. It is to puke. Thanks very much for listening, and as always, have a lovely, lovely day.